Hello, and welcome back to another episode of whatever the hell this is, brought to you by Nate Clark for West Hollywood City Council. How are you doing this week? Is your head spinning from the constant cycle between bad news and hysteria? Are you tired of the bullshit? I am. The thing I've been hearing over and over and over and over again this week is, why bother? Which is pretty disheartening. I have friends getting off Twitter because they are too depressed. I have friends scheduling extra appointments with their therapists just to talk about Donald Trump. Expensive, but you gotta do what you gotta do. There is so much to be afraid of and not enough time to protest all of it. Someone asked me this week if I thought there was a chance that Trump's ban on travelers from these 7 Muslim countries was just a distraction so that people wouldn't notice that Steve Bannon has been appointed to the National Security Council's Principals Committee. I don't know if the other side is strategizing like that or not. Is it bad, scary, ominous that Trump removed both the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the director of national intelligence from the Principals Committee? Absolutely. Is it even more terrifying that our most powerful military decision-making will now include input from a white nationalist alt-right blogger? Fuck yes. But for most of the people who are just struggling to keep their head up in the shitstorm, this information is somewhat esoteric and maybe not as motivating as, say, a photo of a family crying in an airport. And that's okay. There is so much to be upset about. And as companies like Amazon, who owns the Washington Post, or companies like Twitter, or basically any parent company of any media outlet is squeezed financially by the Trump administration, it's going to get harder and harder to distinguish the important news from the really, really, really important news. And that's why it's imperative that we all speak up about something. Don't waste time wondering if the Muslim ban is worse than the threat to roll back LGBTQ protections, or if Neil Gorsuch is going to take a shot at removing a woman's right to choose, or if his nomination to the Supreme Court was purposely timed at the same time the Army Corps of Engineers notified Congress that they would grant that easement for the Dakota Access Pipeline. Don't waste time worrying which thing is worse than the other thing. Don't waste time picking your fights, because it's all bad. Today's thing might not look like it's your thing, but it is. It's everyone's thing. And we are all in this together. So if there's a rally in your town, go to it. Go every weekend. If you find yourself asking, is this really worth it to me? Take a minute to digest the facts and then make another call to your congressman or congresswoman. If you have to go to work, make a button or a t-shirt or something to let everyone know how you feel, because it does make a difference. Yeah, I'm tired too. I'm really tired. But there are a lot of people who've been fighting this fight for decades. Yeah, decades, since well before Trump. And it's time for us to step up and stand with them, no matter how tired we are. You might have noticed the alt-right accounts that Twitter has reinstated. You might have noticed the publications that are normalizing Donald Trump and his family. Remember, this president entered office with the worst approval rating in history. He does not have a mandate. He is only popular among a small but powerful minority of Nazis. I mean people, or maybe I really mean Nazis. The rest of us, the majority, are strong enough to push back, but we have to do it together. If you need a mental health day, take it. But if you find yourself wondering, why bother? Remember that losing might look something like this. I honestly don't know what this channel is anymore, but I'm so glad that you're sticking around, and I hope to see you guys at an airport rally sometime soon. Questions, comments, or if you are a relentless troll, please hit me up down below or on Twitter at Nate Clark, and I'll see you next time. Unless, well, you know.